Hello and welcome back to part 2 of my morning photography walk around Tokyo Station. In the last video I started my morning by walking from Otomachi Station to Tokyo Station and into the office district around Tokyo Station. I am now leaving said office district, walking beyond and over towards the Imperial Palace, where I am sure some great photos are waiting to be captured. So once again I invite you fine people to join me and hopefully you enjoy it. If you do, then please do like, comment and subscribe. Thank you very much. One thing I absolutely adore about photography at this particular location, around the moat of the palace, or any body of water really, is all these absolutely gorgeous reflections in the water. Whether that be the reflections of the tall buildings all around the city, the reflections of these lovely autumnal trees rippling in the water, or the reflected clear blue sky and the fluffy clouds floating about in the water. These are two such photographs. I really love these gorgeous autumnal colours of the trees and the fallen leaves on the ground. And this shot was one I took simply because I enjoyed those lovely colours, and I find they really stand out against the grey concrete to the left side of the shot and the dark green of the plants on the right side of the shot. I also love that the fallen leaves swept to the side of the pathway, as well as the green leaves and the metal railing, all act almost together to sweep through the image, leading the viewer's eye through the photograph, beyond the walking woman and beyond the frame. A very simple, yet very effective shot, I find. And now I am not sponsored or anything, but here I just loved this really harsh shadow on this pristine white wall, and I find that the tree to the left of the image, the harsh shadow from the roof of the building, and the green hedge running along the bottom of the image frame the shot really nicely and almost intentionally. This first shot is really nothing special at all, I find, but I just liked the scene and the sense of scale and location it provided. I just adore that these beautiful and unique areas can be found nestled right in the middle of these bustling areas. This shot is a nice one and encapsulates what I'm talking about rather nicely. This park in the foreground and the city in the background and this tree line dividing the two. I really liked this scene and the shot that came from it. How both the water curving around and the little footbridge off to the right of the image act as almost leading lines to lead your eye around the scene, directing your attention to this pretty fountain at the centre of the shot. A very pleasing composition, I find. A very simple but very pretty shot. I just love these little ripples captured in the water and how it plays with the sunlight reflecting on its surface. And this particular photograph is not a great one. I do, however, really like this trail of spilled water that this worker left behind in his wake as he walked over to his next spot on his cleaning route, again acting as some sort of leading line or trail to pinpoint the subject within the photograph. And in this particular photograph, I just loved these beautiful green drooping tendrils of this young willow tree drooping down in the foreground of the image. And of course, what lies beyond the tendrils of the willow tree in the background of the photograph is also very pretty. I really love this shot. The composition is really pleasing, I find. With the aforementioned young willow tree to the left, the fuller, more mature tree to the right just hiding a full view of this impressive structure, and with the huge domineering cityscape nestled between them in the background of the image, I just find is really stunning. Again, I just adore these absolutely magnificent reflections in the water, the colours being absolutely fantastic. The deep greens and autumnal oranges and the pale blue of the sky above all reflected so beautifully in the water, and horizontally split in two by this imposing grey wall bordering the water. I really liked these shots of this lone police officer standing sentry, particularly these shots peering through this little structure with his jacket hanging up, both the foreground and the background of the image providing some level of interest. Admittedly, these shots looked a lot better in my mind than they actually turned out to be, but I like them regardless. I love these trees here standing around in a well-ordered and uniform manner, casting these gorgeous crisp shadows on the well-kept ground below. It looked really quite striking, I find. I especially really like this last shot of the cityscape in the background, seemingly held back by these lovely trees that stand in the defense of the harmonious greenery against the encroachment of the grey concrete jungle that is Tokyo. And looking back on where I had just come from, I really enjoyed this particular scene that I found. We can see a rather busy road leading to the grey city on one side of the image, and a relatively quiet, lighter coloured pavement that stands centre left of the shot, bordering the serene tranquillity of the tree-speckled greenery. A really effective shot, and a lovely photograph, I find. And wandering on, I stumbled upon these two men working, trimming and pruning these aforementioned beautiful trees. I really loved this captivating scene unfolding before me, and I simply knew I had to take a few shots. As I turned around to take my leave of the scene, I saw and really liked this other scene that I found, with these big stones acting as a big and bold leading line through the scene to these maintenance vehicles on the other side of the clearing. A really interesting shot, and I love these really harsh, crisp shadows cast by the stones. And now coming upon this park to be greeted by this statue of the famous samurai warrior Kusunogi Masahige, which is always an impressive sight to behold and always a great subject for a few shots. I really like this particular subject and these particular shots, riding high and proud atop his horse over the modern city buildings and the trees, framing the shot quite nicely. And with this shot of the other side of the statue, I just really liked all this lovely discoloration of the bronze on the horse and the armour. And leaving behind the samurai in the park, I think it is a good place to bring part 2 to an end here, before heading back into the office district of the city and back towards Tokyo Station from this other direction for part 3. I just know that some really great shots are waiting to be had, now that the sun has decided to join us and brighten up the day and bring the place alive. Thank you so much for watching, and I really hope you will stick around for part 3, which will be coming very soon. Thank you so much for coming along, and I really hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, then please, I would be really so grateful if you could consider to like, comment and subscribe. Thank you ever so much, and I will see you soon.